Well, all right.
Welcome back to As It Should Be. Paul Bertolino here, and we have Crystal Durant.
Yeah.
We also have Tommy Von Voigt, as if you didn't know. And, well, it's 1972. Come on, man. The Brady Bunch, the Partridge Family, Room 222. What could be better?
Oh, man. So good. Room 222.
What could be better? And, well, you know what? Crystal gets to start.
Yeah.
We're gonna get right into it, and Crystal's gonna...
Getting into it.
Yeah.
Keep up with me. Okay, 72. Once again, this is very hard because there are a lot of fucking amazing songs. So my runners-up list is long, and I'm going to read it as fast as I can without sounding like an asshole. Okay.
I told her to speed up. I said, speed that shit up.
I'm speeding up. Alone Again Naturally by Gilbert O'Sullivan. I Gotcha by Joe Tex. Lean on Me by Bill Withers. Brandy, You're a Fine Girl, Looking Glass. Oh Girl, The Chai Lights. Nice to Be With You, Gallery. If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right, Luther Ingram. Heart of Gold, Neil Young. Betcha by Golly Wow, The Stylistics. Ben by Michael Jackson. Song Sung Blue, Neil Diamond. A Horse with No Name, America. Popcorn by Hot Butter. Shut up, Tommy. Precious and Free Few by Climax. Nights in White Satin, The Moody Blues. Too Late to Turn Back Now, Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose. Backstabbers, The OJs. All right, that's one list. And now...
How many listeners?
That was the runners-up to her runners-up.
This is the runners-up. It's the same thing. I told you it's a lot of fucking songs. Garden Party by Ricky Nelson. I Can See Clearly Now by Johnny Nash. Hold Your Head Up by Argent. Jungle Fever, The Chakachas. Everything I Own, Bread. In the Rain, Dramatics. Bang a Gong, Get It On, T-Rex. Mother and Child Reunion, Paul Simon. I'm Still in Love with You, Al Green. Layla by Derek and the Dominoes. The Way of Love by Cher. Hurting Each Other, The Carpenters. Anticipation, Carly Simon. Kiss an Angel Good Morning, Charlie Pride. Saturday in the Park, Chicago. Use Me by Bill Withers. Family Affair by
Buffy and Jody.
By Sly and the Family Stone. And here's the remainders of this list. There's the last little bit here. Okay. It's Taxi by Harry Chapin. Sealed with a Kiss, Bobby Vinton. I don't care what you say about that. Day by Day, the original cast of Godspell. Roundabout by Yes. Doctor My Eyes by Jackson Browne. And Vincent by Don McLean. Those are my runners-up.
Vincent by Don McLean?
Yeah.
I don't know that song.
Oh, you don't know Vincent?
Oh my God.
I don't know that song. Well, you know what? I don't know it by title.
Do you know what it... Do you know what...
Gray.
Yeah.
You don't know that one?
He wrote it about the painting Starry Night.
Yeah.
Starry Night. Oh, I do know. I do know that.
Song.
Starry
Yeah.
Night.
So awesome.
Yeah, I do know that.
Just for the fact that he wrote a song about Vincent van Gogh's painting.
Yeah.
I mean...
It's a beautiful song.
Right, you struggle for your sanity.
Yep.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
okay.
Crystal, question for you. Do
Yeah.
you say no to any songs at any point ever?
Yes! There are lots of... When we finish taping, Tommy, I'll show you what I said no to.
All right,
Okay?
all right.
All right, now here's my list.
Actual list.
Actual
The
list.
proper list.
Proper list, 1972. Song number 10, Morning... Oh, do you have the tie?
I do.
May I have the tie, please?
Oh, okay.
Thank you. I'm just going to hold this. Okay. Number 10 is a tie between Morning is Broken by Cat Stevens and Without You by Harry Nilsson and Brand New Key by Melanie. Song number 9, School's Out by Alice Cooper. Number 8, it's a tie with Get on the Good Foot by James Brown, Slippin' in the Darkness by War, and Freddy's Dead by Curtis Mayfield. Mm-hmm. Number 7, it's a tie between Day After Day by Badfinger and Rocket Man by Elton John. Song number 6, it's a tie. I Saw the Light by Todd Rundgren and Go All the Way by the Raspberries. Song number 5, it's a tie.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. Daydreaming by Aretha Franklin and The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face by Roberta Flack. Number 4, it's a tie.
Oh my God.
Between Everybody Plays the Fool by The Main Ingredient and Last Night I Didn't Get to Sleep at All by The Fifth Dimension. Number 3, Let's Stay Together by Al Green, Clean Up Woman by Betty Wright, Where Is the Love by Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. Number 2, I'll Take You There by the Staple Singers and Freddy's Dead by Curtis Mayfield. And number 1 is Out of Space by Billy Preston.
Tied with.
No, that's it.
Take that thing away from her.
That's my list. I'm sorry. There are too many amazing songs that I can't not have on that list because they're fucking amazing songs. This is a really crazy year, 1972.
Well, yeah, I mean, it totally is a crazy, crazy year.
I love them too much. Like, these are songs that I literally grew up listening to on the radio all the time. I love them all. It was already a Sophie's Choice to do the fucking runners-up. Like, I can't cut any of that. I can't. And I will not apologize.
No apologies given.
That's right.
Wow, okay.
Okay, I don't even know who's
And
next.
scene.
Oh, is that me?
It's
Well,
you,
yeah,
Paul.
you.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
You seem befuddled.
I am.
Have you been befuddled?
Bewitched bothered.
Well,
me
no,
later.
you know what? I'm
I'll tell you what, let's
I'm-
take a commercial break and see if you can get your wits about you.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Oh,
a good
yeah.
time for a commercial.
Yeah.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country. And some people don't. People start pollution. People can stop it. Write for Pollution Booklet, Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York.
Well, all right, it's back to Paul.
Well,
Yeah.
but Paul, all right, Ace. All right. Alrighty.
Will you please just read your list?
Well, you can
Oh, wait, I guess
Yes.
you must be Gene.
I'm Gene.
Now that is Gene.
Will you please just
Okay,
read
can
your
you guys
list?
please stop having
Will
fun
you
and
stop
let's get
having
back to
fun? Just read
business.
your
Let's get to
list,
business.
'cause Rock and roll is very serious,
Roll rolls very serious.
and we're losing money. Just read the
Okay.
list.
All right. Well, speaking of rock and roll getting serious, I have a serious list here that I have to pull up.
Oh, God.
Okay. It is time for my list, and I have a fairly lengthy runners-up list as well. But I'm gonna
Power through.
I'm gonna try to get through it in a minute. We're gonna do it this way. All right, here we go. Climax, Precious and Few. Oh my fucking god. Paul Simon, Mother and Child Reunion. Fifth Dimension. Last time I didn't get to sleep at all. Doobie Brothers, Listen to the Music. Jim Croce, Operator. Neil Young, Heart of Gold. Carpenters, Hurting Each Other. Elton John, Rocketman and Tiny Dancer. Bread Diary and Baby I'ma Want You. Todd Rundgren, I Saw the Light. Badfinger, Baby Blue. Curtis Mayfield, Superfly. Looking Glass, Brandy. Carly Simon, You're So Vain. Seals and Crofts, Summer Breeze. Al Green, I'm Still in Love with You. America, Horse with No Name and Ventura Highway. Eagles, Witchy Woman. Gordon Lightfoot, Beautiful. Aretha Franklin, Daydreaming. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, From the Beginning. Chicago, Saturday in the Park. And Dramatics in the Rain.
Yeah. See? That's a runners-up list.
And that's a curated runners up.
That's
That isn't
crazy.
just like every song I like of the year. Like I
Yeah.
could have easily put 30 more songs on
Songs
that
that,
list.
like
if
I did. I just read off the chart.
Yeah.
Well, that's the joke that
It's
Paul was
good
making.
stuff.
That
Yeah.
for some years, some of us will just be like, well, just here's the chart.
Here.
Yeah, it's just the way it is sometimes.
I'm just going to hold up a sign that says Billboard Top 100 in the year. And that's all.
Okay, so now this fucking list. Now we are getting into the thick of the 70s for me, where these lists are just honestly, every fucking song on this list is number one. I mean, honestly, like I just every song on this list is number one. I mean, I do have them ranked. It is curated, it is ranked, and it is legit. And my number one is so fucking my number one. But really, every one of these are number one. Number 10. Steely Dan, Do It Again.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh man, God, nothing else sounded like this record. In
Oh, yeah.
like nothing else sounded like this record on the radio at the time, and there were so many
So
unusual
good.
sounds with like the
The weird
you know
echoes
radio
and stuff.
or intro, and yeah, I just it. Anyway, I love Steely Dan, and this is one of my favorite Steely Dan records. Number 9. Too Late to Turn Back Now by Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rhodes.
Yes.
Now this is a re-release. I guess it came out in '71, but it didn't hit.
Right.
There was a lot of this in the early '70s and late '60s where records came out, didn't hit, and then they put them out like fucking 6 months later, and suddenly
Boom.
everybody's now is
Yeah.
ready for it. Okay, but like so many of these songs, I mean, this song just takes me right back to that time when this was on the radio.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
this song, this is a time machine song. In fact, this list is a
Time
whole
machine.
list of time machine
Yeah.
songs. Number 8. People Make the World Go Round by the Stylistics.
Oh my god! I want to live in that song.
Yes. Oh my god.
So fucking
That
amazing.
fucking song.
The-
Now, I remember that song from when I was a kid, of course, and I heard it on the radio in the 70s, but when I really fell in love with it was the opening scene of Crooklyn.
Yes. Yes. That's
The
what I was
opening
gonna say.
scene of... Now, you talk about being nostalgic for a childhood you didn't have. I was
That's it.
around when that was... You know, I did have a childhood that included that song, but the exact childhood depicted at the beginning of that film... I'm nostalgic for that, and I didn't live on Arlington Place in Bed-Stuy in 1972.
No.
But that is just, everything about that is just absolutely perfect.
I'm glad you
great.
get that emotion, though. That you understand that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yes. I absolutely do.
And I second that emotion.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so number 7. Number 7 is You're Still a Young Man by Tower of Power,
Oh, yeah.
featuring the great Rick Stevens on vocals. This is the only Tower of Power album
Ding, ding, ding.
on which
Oh.
Rick Stevens sings. Because he got lost in drugs and ended up out of the band after this album because everything became about drugs, and the whole drug life, and he ended up killing a couple guys over
That's
a drug
right.
deal gone
Oh,
bad,
I
and he
didn't
was
know
in
that.
prison.
Yeah.
In prison.
In prison.
Until about 10 years ago, he finally got out.
Jesus.
He lived post-prison for about 5 years and then died.
I didn't know it ended that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So next time you hear You're Still a Young Man, that's what happened to that guy. Okay, number 6. Oh my God, number 6. Backstabbers by the OJs.
Yes.
The Philly sound is here with a fucking vengeance.
Backstabbers.
Oh my God. Now number
So
5,
great.
Where's the Love by Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. I mean...
I knew that was coming. I knew we were about to get
Another
it.
song I want to live in. Oh my God. It's so...
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely unbelievable. Now, you'll notice something about these lists, these early 70s lists. These 70s lists or these early 70s lists are very heavy on the soul of that time. That is my favorite soul era
big
by
time.
far. Like when it comes to radio hits in the early 70s, soul fucking rules it for me.
Well, early 70s soul. I mean,
Dominated.
I mean,
Forget it.
60s soul doesn't hold a candle to
No.
70s soul, and 60s soul is great. So number 4, I'll Be Around by the Spinners.
Yes.
Oh my God.
OMG.
I mean, the Spinners had so many great singles in the 70s, but this
Nothing can
may
touch
be my
that.
favorite. This may
Just
be my
that
favorite.
opening guitar lick, you're like, oh fuck.
Well, you know what? This thing became a TV commercial in the 90s and the early 2000s. Even that didn't ruin it for me.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And yeah, and it was a B-side initially. It was actually a B-side. This is the classic story where they put out a single with the better song on the B-side, and the DJs went, oh, no, we're playing this one instead. Number 3. Oh, number 3. Suavecito by Malo.
Yes.
Now, I've always really had an affinity for that early 70s Latin rock kind of vibe. You know, there's Malo, there's El Chicano and stuff, and I've always really loved those songs. Suavecito, I mean, I have it at number 3 out of all the fucking songs on here.
It's a perfect summertime song.
So number 2 is the song that would have been in 1967 had it been a hit.
I know what it's going to be.
Had it been a hit.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite tracks of all time. This is the re-release of Nights in White Satin by the Moody Blues. Oh my God. I remember when that song was, well, the re-release was new on the radio, being a little kid, and just like, when that song came on the radio, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. Because I was too young to even understand, like, how is this song making, how do I feel? I don't even understand how this song is making me feel.
It's
Yeah.
like it's cinematic.
It really
To
is.
say the least.
The whole when the bells chiming and you're like, are there fairies floating around?
Well, that's also like my first, real exposure to the Mellotron.
Oh yeah,
And the Mellotron is like the secret ingredient to the whole thing.
so great.
Yeah.
But a quick story about this song is I remember probably around 73 when this song was all over the radio, being with my Uncle Dino. My Uncle Dino and I were sitting in a parked car in the driveway. You know, kids outside, not supervised.
Because it was
Turn
the
on. We
70s.
had the keys and we turned
a
on.
different
We turned
time.
on the ignition and just sat there and listened to the radio. Just sitting there, running down the battery, listening to the radio. And this song came on the radio, and my Uncle Dino goes, "Do you like this song?" And I remember Dino was like, he listened to Led Zeppelin and Rick Derringer and stuff, and I thought he was like a rock dude, and I thought he would think I wasn't cool if I said I liked it, so I said no. And he goes, "You don't like this song? This is The Doors."
This is the Doors.
You don't like this song? This is the Doors.
Oh, so he really
So that's
knew
always,
his shit, huh?
that's always one of my greatest memories of that song.
Oh, dear.
But number one. Oh my God, number one. One of my favorite songs. One of my favorite songs of all time by anybody. And in fact, there was a time when I would have told you this was my fucking favorite song, period. Me and Mrs. Jones by Billy
yeah.
Paul.
I
Okay.
mean, come on.
Yeah, I guess I could have predicted that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, That, you want to talk about Time Machine song. And that's one of those songs that I heard as a kid a lot, and, it took me to that place. But then I got a little older and I kind of forgot about it. And I rediscovered it in the early 90s and was like, oh my God, this song, I forgot about this,
He was a righteous dude. Paul knows this. One of my aunts used to date Billy Paul.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yeah, my aunt Gypsy. Her real name was Gloria, but we called her Gypsy because she used to wear big gold hoop earrings. And so I saw him several times as a kid in the 70s, especially when this was a hit, because he would come around the neighborhood. They grew up together. And he would come around and hang out when we'd have barbecues in the summer and crap like that. And then he came to her funeral and he sang at her funeral.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he had the best hats.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the best glasses.
And the best suits.
And the best leather jackets.
Bladed.
Yeah.
Totally.
And a very flat face.
Yes.
Yeah, very flat.
Which you'll see on that, what album, which album is it? Where it's like...
Oh, the 360 degrees. It's
of
the
Billy
one with this
Paul,
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent
Anyway.
list. Great list.
There you go. That's my 1972 list. 72 is one of my favorite years, but then as we get into the 70s, I guess I could kind of say that for almost every year. But we're really, like I said, we're in the thick of it for me in the 70s. All right, commercial time.
Whoa.
All right, the lottie is up against a wall, or you'll never leave Casablanca alive.
That's me on my General Electric tape recorder. A great entertainer.
Not me, my GE.
This beauty adjusts recording levels automatically, works on batteries and plugs in and shuts off automatically. Let me put it to you this way.
When it comes to tape recorders, GE's got it all together.
Now playing all over America, tape recorders by GE, the great entertainer.
At all Best Products showrooms.
Wake up, Keith. We've got to leave in 15 minutes.
Oh, we've got Shirley fixing breakfast. Wake up, Keith.
Wake up, Keith.
Keith is turning over. Wants to sleep. Wants to sleep.
This always works.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Hear the roar. Let 'em go.
I think I'm waking up.
We got sleepy Keith Partridge. Wake it up. Wake it up. Snap, crackle, pop. Wake it up.
Wake up like me. Wake up with Kellogg's Rice Krispies.
All right, we're back again. Yeah. And it is time for Tommy to tell us how 1972 was for him.
Oh.
How was 1972 for you, Tommy?
Well,
How many years was it before you were born?
6 years before I was brought into existence. So I'm going to bring the most truth, obviously.
Obviously, you
didn't
know.
exist in any capacity at this period in time.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the authority on this. So I do have a few honorable mentions too, because as Paul and Crystal have both pointed out, 1972, what a year.
Yeah.
So my honorable mentions are All the Young Dudes, Mott the Hoople.
Oh, fuck. How did I forget
All the Young
that?
Dudes.
I don't know how you guys missed All the Young
Jeez.
Dudes.
Well, that's
See,
just
too
it.
many songs.
Because
No matter how
1972
many
was
songs you
crazy.
mentioned from this year, there's more.
Crystal
Yeah.
read off all the songs and still somehow
And
missed
still
Yeah,
All
there's
the
ones I
Young
mentioned
Dudes.
that you didn't mention.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, fuck.
And I've got Isn't Life Strange by the Moody Blues.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
And Couldn't I Just Tell You by Todd Rundgren.
Oh, see, now, there you go.
fuck,
Like,
see?
Yeah.
Power pop classic.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm not really the biggest fan of the Something Anything album. I know a lot of people love it, consider it a classic. It's a double album and everything. I feel like there's only a couple really great songs on it and a lot
there's
of
a
nonsense,
single disc.
but-
There's a rock solid single disc.
Oh yeah, there's one
yeah.
incredible record on there. If they would just
That's
get
the
rid
case
of all
with
the
most Todd
nonsense.
Rundgren
Yeah.
albums, really.
So that's my runners up. So where am I going to go with my top 10? Well, I'll tell you.
Tell us.
So number 10, Tiny Dancer, Elton John.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which I just want to point out I was a fan of even before Almost Famous brought it back into everybody's hearts and minds again.
Right.
Number 9, Badfinger with Baby Blue.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, the single mix
yeah.
with all the extra reverb on the snare and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, it's little details like that make a big difference.
Good.
Number 8, the Raspberries with "I Want to Be with You."
Oh,
Not go all the way.
what?
Not go all the way.
Oh my!
I'm a
You-
go all the way man myself.
Go all the way is
Yeah.
a great song, but I think I like "I Want to Be with You" even more.
What?
Yes, I do.
I can't. You know.
Okay.
I can't come at you for that.
Number 7, an absolutely incredible group, just gorgeous singles. Bread, Everything I Own.
Yes. Bread
my
is
God.
unfairly maligned.
They are.
And
It's
so
ridiculous.
wildly underrated.
So
Yeah.
underrated.
Yeah.
I mean,
man.
the vocals just, goddamn,
The songwriting,
incredible.
everything. There's
Yeah.
there's nothing about those
So
records
great.
that isn't
the production, all of it.
Bread singles kind of just they sum up so much of like this golden kind of vision I have in my head of like
Yes.
the 70s.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
just
yeah.
riding around in a station wagon listening to Bread.
And
you
that's
know?
a good like lying in bed with your lover song.
Oh yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
In the summertime.
Number
weather is
6, we have Laura Lee with "Rip Off."
Oh, shit, Laura
Hey,
Lee.
that's what it is. I love that
Okay.
song.
What song?
Rip Off.
Rip off.
Oh, right.
I'm
right.
setting him up all for the rip off. Oh,
I forgot about
God, so great. It's just pure joy. Pure joy. And it's one of those singles that's just like pure joy in like 3 minutes. I just love it. It's just energy and joy and
that. Thank you for the
excitement.
reminder. I
Tommy's all
completely
about the
forgot.
joy.
I
Yeah.
am all about the joy.
Big time.
This is known. Number 5. This is far from the last time these guys are going to be making an appearance. The Bee Gees with "Run to Me."
You know what? I will say, "Run to Me" was actually in my runners-up, and I decided I had to go through it and trim it just a little bit more,
And that one
I
didn't make
actually
the
cut
cut?
that one.
Oh my God.
And I love the Bee Gees.
"Run to Me."
Well, you know what though? "Run to Me" it's great. I absolutely love "Run to Me." Oh no, it was "Saw a New Morning" in '73 that I trimmed off. I don't know, whatever.
Well, at
Anyway,
any rate,
I'm taking
somehow
up
this
your
didn't
time.
end
You
up
do
on
it.
anyone else's
It's
list.
a masterclass in harmonies.
Yeah, it really is. Like everything those guys do, yeah. Number 4, the Carpenters, "Goodbye to Love." An argument can be made that this is the first true power ballad.
You know, I love the Carpenters. Fucking love them. That is probably my least favorite
No!
Carpenters single.
I like it. It's not in my top 10 of Carpenter songs, but power ballad, I thought power automatically denotes electricity coming through a guitar.
Well, there's a guitar solo.
Tony
in that.
Peluso's guitar solo in the
There's
end,
2 guitar solos in that.
which was Richard Carpenter's suggestion. He was like, I want a guitar solo on this. And the idea of having like this fuzzed out kind of electric, hard rock guitar solo in a ballad was like,
No,
he was like,
but
no, you don't want me to do that. He's like, no, I want you to burn, rip
But
it
I
up.
think it's for me, it's more than just the solo. Like it's the riff, it's the opening note or something. To me, that denotes power ballad. Wah, 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 nah, that.
Well, maybe, but it's proto.
That's just
You
me,
could at
it's
least say it's
proto.
proto.
We're going to have an episode on power ballads where we're at each other's throats for like an hour and a half. Clearly.
What do you guys think?
That's
do you
my
think
takeaway.
Yes.
"Goodbye to Love" is a power ballad or a proto
not.
ballad,
Let us
power
know.
ballad or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear from the viewers.
You guys are the experts. You
Yeah.
let us know.
Yeah, peanut gallery.
Number 3, the Doobie Brothers. Listen to the music.
Oh yes.
Love it.
Did I mention that one? I think I
I don't
must
know.
have.
but
I
that's-
missed it too.
That's another example. That song is just pure happiness and joy to me. It truly is.
Banjo.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Can't go wrong with banjo.
And it's so cleverly placed in the mix too. It isn't
Yeah.
obvious.
But you can still hear it.
Yeah, no, it's something that you feel more than you hear.
Yeah.
I love
good.
production techniques like that.
Yeah,
That's great.
Number 2, gosh, this feels obvious. The entire record this single is from is just an absolute masterpiece. David Bowie with Ziggy Stardust. This is one of those songs. It's just it's timeless. Timeless song.
Yeah.
But my number 1 for 1972 is a song. I feel like this next song is one of those songs where it's like, how was there ever a point in time when this didn't exist? How was this, like, my number 1, how was there ever a point in time when this wasn't a thing that people were aware of? Alice Cooper with "School's Out." This is a perfect song.
Who is not aware of that?
This is an absolutely perfect song. But how on earth was there ever a point in time somehow where this song didn't exist yet. I just can't understand. It's like I feel like this song should have always been and will always be, and yet
Well, you know what?
prior to 1972, this song didn't exist
It
yet.
has always been, and it will always be.
I mean, to me, it will be. So,
And the genius of writing a song that's going to be played at least once a year.
absolutely.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
on,
made my students sing that song on the last day of school.
It's just that is
So good.
you want to talk about just striking fucking gold when you're writing a rock single. School's Out.
Anthem.
Oh my god.
Instant anthem.
Instant anthem. Absolutely brilliant. Catchy as hell.
The
Can't
opening
beat it.
riff alone.
Can't beat it. Yeah. Undeniable. So for me, my number one of the year is School's Out.
All right, that's
And
good.
Tommy gets the number one, Alice Cooper. Me, the big Alice Cooper fan. No Alice on
No
my list
Alice
at
on
all.
your list at all. That's
but
right.
I have it.
No,
But,
there'll
you
be
know.
some Alice, I'm sure, still coming from him. Yeah.
Yeah, but to not have schools out. But I also understand why you might be tired.
Well,
of
you know,
that.
it's the same thing that I've mentioned time and time again. It's
Yeah.
not really. My lists tend to be skewed towards things I actually remember hearing on the radio
Yeah.
a lot as a kid. School's Out, I didn't really hear on the radio as a kid. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't get into School's Out until I got into Alice Cooper.
I'm coming
So
at
for
this
me, Alice
after
Cooper,
the
that
fact.
song is just like a song on the album for me.
Right.
Trust me, it was on the radio
Yeah.
all the
Yeah, I mean, it was, but I just, for some reason, I missed it. And,
Well, here again is that the age gap thing that we've talked about before.
Old, young.
yeah.
When you come at this later in life, later in time, basically, and you're not exposed to it when it was current, it's just going to hit you differently. You're gonna discover different things.
Well, and it's odd that I wasn't hearing that when it was current because I was very cognizant of what was on the radio at that time. I just somehow missed that one. I don't know how I did.
Well,
Maybe
there we
it was
go.
radio
I look
stations.
listening now to air checks. I'm thinking, how the fuck did I miss it? It's all over.
Maybe it was your local radio stations they weren't into.
Maybe. I don't
Could
know.
always be, yeah.
But anyway, that's Tommy's list, and now it's time for
Boo. The shitty songs.
Ooh.
nah.
Oh, wait, commercial. Oh, wait.
Wait, do we have
Yes, commercial.
sponsors?
That's all right. Yes, we have sponsors. We have
Not a word from our sponsor.
How do you get shirts so clean, Mr. Lee?
Ancient Chinese secret.
My husband, some hotshot. Here's his ancient Chinese secret, Calgon. Calgon's 2 water softeners soften wash water so detergents clean better. In hardest water, Calgon helps detergents get laundry up to 30% cleaner. We need more Calgon. Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Calgon helps detergents get laundry up to 30% cleaner.
Hi, I'm Florence Henderson. My husband and I live by a very simple rule. Treat your company like family and your family like company. Well, why serve an elegant dessert only on elegant occasions? Especially this one. New Jell-O Soft Swirl. It's rich and creamy, yet light enough to peek and swirl. And Soft Swirl is ready to serve in 15 minutes. So treat your family like company, even when there's no company around. Dig in, family.
Okay, so now it is time. It's basically the best part of every episode, isn't it?
That's the one they're
The
all
best
looking
part
forward to.
is also the worst part,
Yes.
if you get my drift. And Crystal, tell us about the worst of the year for you.
All right, here's the worst of the year for me. I have 7 runners-up, and then a really, 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 really bad number 1.
Oh, I can't wait.
I bet.
And I think that one of you may have the same number 1, or at least maybe in your runners-up. All right, so my number 8 runner-up is Hot Rod Lincoln by Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen. You should just be drawn and quartered for that name of the band. Forget about the shitty-ass song. Hot Rod Lincoln, blah, 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 blah. At first, when I was a kid, I thought it was Jerry Reed. I was like, what is he doing? Oof. My number
I could see
7 is Don't Mess Around with Jim by Jim Croce.
Yeah.
I don't like
I
that
like
song
some
at
Jim
all.
Croce, but I don't
That
like that
song-
one.
Is so bad. It's terrible. And Jim Croce, how do you go from Time in a Bottle to that?
Or I Got a
Same
Name.
album, same album.
Yeah.
It's the same guy who put out I Got a Name, and he somehow puts out that
Operator,
that pile of crap.
I mean, to this?
Yeah, I know.
Please. Number 6 is Sylvia's Mother by Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show.
Oh.
Now, those of you who listen to my podcast know that I hate Dr. Hook Paul knows this already.
I
At
know
the
this
medicine
because
show,
I hate
she
Dr.
doesn't
Hook more
mind.
than you do.
And they're just dirty, nasty, filthy people. And this song is a really great song written by Shel Silverstein, which is amazing. But he... I can't even get into it. All right, number 5 is The Happiest Girl in the Whole USA by Donna Fargo.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is some country corn fried bullshit.
Yeah, you are
Do
going
remember
deep.
this? Yeah. Horrible. Why can't you just be a happy girl? Why does it have to be about anything in the United States?
Well, because when you're Southern, everything's about the U.S.
All right, number 4.
And guns.
And guns. Yeah, don't forget about the guns. Number 4 is Coconut by Harry Nilsson. And
Wait,
that's
now
about
let me
yeah,
get this
you know.
straight.
Yeah.
No, we've already done this one. We've already done this.
Yeah,
We've already done
Let
this.
me get
Yes.
this straight. Yeah. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Number 3 is Troglodyte, a.k.a. Caveman, by the Jimmy Castor Bunch. Now, how do you go from It's Just Begun to this?
Oh, wait.
Jimmy Castor Bunch is Just Begun, which is a song that's been sampled 89 million times by hip-hop artists. One of the best funk songs ever in existence. To this shit.
So I'm going to guess you also don't like the Bertha Butt Boogie?
No.
No.
In fact, Troglodyte's better than that one.
And I really hate that because I've always had a big ass. So
Oh,
it's
no.
not fun being made fun of as a child with that fucking song when you're walking down the street. Ooh, Bertha Butt. Bleh. Fuck you. Oof, Jimmy Castor. Is he still
Terrible.
alive? I hate you if
actually
you
no.
are.
I hate you
All right.
if you are.
Number 2. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Perfect
The New
harmony.
Seekers, right?
Oh, there's 2
Of course there is.
of this on the chart. The New Seekers and the Hillside Singers.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me
And
if
there
you
was a
can tell the
TV
difference.
commercial with
Yeah.
that, too.
Yes, it was a Coca-Cola commercial.
Coca-Cola commercial. In
Which
the early 70s.
you might be seeing at some point in time. I don't
Who
know.
knows?
if
It
it'll
could
be
come
our
up here.
sponsor,
Yeah, who
maybe.
knows?
But my number 1 worst song of 1972 was made by one of the architects of rock and roll. And this song is an
Oh.
abomination.
Oh, boy, do I know what
yeah,
you're talking
I know.
about.
Okay.
Boy, do I know what
I
you're
know
talking
what's
about.
coming.
The song is called My Ding-a-Ling by Chuck Berry.
Yeah, this was inevitable.
Now, the song is sexual innuendo, and it's supposed to be cheeky, and it's supposed to be funny, and it sucks. And then what makes it even worse is that it's a live version, and he makes the audience sing along the chorus. And you could tell that there were a lot of white people in this audience because they're like, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling.
It's tepid.
Want to play with my ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling.
Well, it sounds like a
It's
bunch
so
of PE
bad.
teachers out in the audience.
Exactly. Like he was doing it at a high school or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And they're all like, can't you just play Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll? Why are you
Yeah.
singing this song?
Well, you know what? I'm
Didn't
with PE
he
teachers
kind of
on
also
that
just
one.
kind of reveal himself to be a little bit of a
Well, he was
kind
a
of
terrible
creeper
pervert,
and-
nasty
yeah.
man. We
Yeah,
all
yeah.
found
As,
out
as
later
great
on.
as great of a musician,
Musician.
or of an icon as he was,
He was a dirty
that shitty of a
perv.
person. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
with
too
a
bad.
video camera in bathrooms filming women taking leaks.
It's a shame because he was so critical
Yeah.
of music.
You
It
know,
really was.
my philosophy is that a lot of these musical geniuses, I mean any genius really, their brain is so jammed up with their genius that they short circuit somewhere along the way. And it's not just they become a drug addict or an alcoholic or something. Deviant behavior is also a big thing. Murder is a big thing. Like
Phil Spector.
Phil Spector.
Right,
They
right,
really
right.
go off the deep end somehow and like either kill themselves or somebody else or do dirty, horrible things to other people and walk around like, well, I'm this person and I should be able to do anything like that.
Well,
Thank
that's
you for
just it. I
attending
think
my
it
TED
becomes
Talk.
it becomes this entitlement because
Yeah.
it's this thing that you get used to really quick because you get into the situation where you really can just do fucking anything.
Anything you want.
And everybody makes excuses for you, makes it okay.
Okay,
and it's
whether
okay.
you're snorting ants with Ozzy Osbourne or, you
Right.
know, you're filming
or filming women taking a
peeing.
shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Thank you for attending my TED Talk.
You give the best TED Talks.
I need to.
Well, all right.
All right. Paul's
Now
crack
it is my
list.
turn, and I will say about that Chuck Berry record, it's god awful. But, you know, I was like 2 or 3 when that record came out, and I loved it then because I thought it was funny. Because I was 2 or 3. By the time I was 5, I'm sure I was over it. So,
It was bad.
Alrighty then. So my least favorites. Now I have to give a special dishonorable mention. This isn't actually on my list because I don't know that it was actually a single. But I always mention the radio air checks where, of old radio, and I kept hearing this god-awful Elvis live at MSG version of I Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
Oh, yeah.
That's like, it's really terrible. It's upbeat, and it's really rushed, and it's fucking terrible. But I looked it up, and it doesn't seem to be an actual single.
Oh.
So I'm just mentioning it in this capacity because it sucks.
It stinks.
But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have like fucking 10 or something. I can't even count.
It's a lot of shit in 72, along with all the glory.
Yeah. The lows equal the highs.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
low lows.
So let's start with "Daddy, Don't You Walk So Fast."
Oh
by Wayne
my
Newton.
God! Yeah, that almost made my list of
Yeah.
runners up. Yeah.
And we could also maybe mention "Coconut" by Nilsson. Love Nilsson, hate Coconut.
Now let me get this straight.
That shit never gets old. I hate coconuts. Oh.
Okay. And you may have heard of this one. "My Ding-a-Ling" by Chuck Berry. "Baby, Baby, Don't Get Hooked on Me" by Mac Davis. Oh, fuck that
Mac
shit.
Davis.
I have 2 singles by Paul McCartney and Wings.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
"Mary Had a Little Lamb" and
okay.
"Give Ireland Back to the Irish." What the fuck was he
that?
on? 72. Paul McCartney. 70s Paul McCartney is underrated. Absolutely. But 1972, Paul McCartney was as shitty in 72 as people say he was in general. That's the only year where he actually sucked. In the 70s. "Never Been to Spain" by Three Dog Night.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. "Cover of the Rolling Stone" by
Oh,
Dr. Hook.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah, that's a
be
pile of shit.
forewarned. I'm going to tell you right now. Pretty much every year from now until the early 80s, it's going to have at least one Dr. Hook song on every fucking hate list. I hate them so much. And I hate every fucking song by them.
So gross.
But, even with that, that's not my least favorite of the year. "Dead Skunk" by Loudon Wainwright III.
Oh my God, I forgot
There's
about
a
that.
dead
Skunk in the middle of the road.
Yes.
Dead skunk in the middle of the road. You got your dead skunk in the middle of the road, stinking up the high heaven.
Yes.
Now, I'll give it to him because I haven't said that since 1972, but it's still stuck in my head. I was 7.
And it still sucks.
And it still sucks.
In fact, it probably sucks more.
Yeah, it's terrible. Oh, Jesus.
Well, Tommy, you have your work cut out for you now.
Yeah.
Probably not. It was probably pretty easy for you to find some shitty songs.
Right.
Yeah, I found some doozies. So I do have 2 runners up for dishonorable mentions. Obviously, of course, Commander Cody and his Lost Planet fucking assholes with Hot Rod
Lost
Lincoln.
Planet assholes.
I've mentioned Hot Rod Lincoln before on this show way back during I think one of the 50s episodes. Maybe it was
You did.
59 or something.
Yeah.
And I knew this was coming, and I just can't let this go by. There's no form of this song that's acceptable to my ears.
No.
And that's, I don't really need to say anything more about that. My other dishonorable mention would be the Hollies with Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress.
Thank
Really?
you.
A song I have always deeply despised.
Hate
Really?
that song.
Wow.
It's
I like
really
that song.
bad. It's just
so
bad.
awful.
It's not a good song. but I like it.
Fuck off.
No, shut up. Yeah, it's.
I challenge anybody to actually tell us what the lyrics are on half of that.
That's a big part of it,
Yeah, it's just.
but I don't
like
want
this-
to understand it either.
It's like this faux
Stinks.
bluesy, rootsy romp.
They're trying
and
to
it's
be
just like,
badass. They're trying to be like,
Yeah.
I imagine them like on motorcycles with like,
Yeah.
They're trying to be TUFF tough.
It's just transparent and really sad, and it's really just a pile of shit.
Yeah.
I bet Graham Nash was laughing to himself when that shit came out.
Oh, he was.
But
But I always kind of like the song though.
well, I do have, obviously, I have a worst of the year. Those are just my dishonorable mentions. My absolute worst of the year. I'm going to do this thing that Paul does when he's about really ready to lay some truth. I'm going to just...
Take off your
You
glasses.
don't have any
Well-
glasses to take off.
Well, fold my hands. This is just one of those songs that there's never been a point in my life where I've ever had room for this song. It's just the very first time I ever heard this song as a little kid. I was like, well, that sucks. Everyone else around me seems to like this, though. This is strange. Maybe it's me. No, it's not just me. This song sucks. And that would be A Horse with No Name by America. This
You know,
song
how the fuck did I not see this coming? I actually was
blows.
wondering what it was going to be.
Capital B, capital L, capital O, capital W. Okay, well, I'll do a lowercase s. No, fuck it. Uppercase Z. Blows.
Oh man.
And scene.
You know, I don't like it,
There you go.
but I don't.
Crystal confirms she doesn't like it either.
I don't like it, but I don't hate it.
Oh, I fucking hate it so much. Well, you know what it is, Crystal? Sometimes there's songs that you just don't like them. But then, as we've mentioned before on the show, where it's like, everyone's like, don't you like Horse with No Name? Don't you like Horse with No Name? Here's Horse with No Name some more. It could take something that you just don't like and turn it into something that really makes your skin crawl. And I think that's what's happened with this song.
I think lyrically it's terrible.
Well, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I like the instrumentation and the harmonies, la 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 la. But it also gets on my nerves.
It's
if
just
it would come
sad.
on the radio, I would not turn it off. I would just turn it down.
Okay.
See, I've always loved this. Like, I remember when it was a current song on the radio,
Yeah.
and for some reason I always liked it. There was always just like this feel and this atmosphere to the song that I always really...
It's another very dreamy, ethereal thing.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
But when you actually dig into the composition, the lyrics are ridiculous. I don't think there's a B section. It's just A section, A section, A section, A section.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I can understand where on a technical level you might be really fucking
But there
annoyed
is
with it or hate
that
it.
break, though, the guitar break.
Do you want to know actually what it really truly is? Paul actually already touched upon it without realizing he was touching on it. It has nothing to do with the lyrics. I wouldn't care if it was all nonsense. Hey, I like T-Rex. There you go. That's
Who doesn't
poetic
like
nonsense.
T-Rex?
It's mumbo jumbo. It's not the fact that there's only an A section. It's not any of that. It's not the performance. What it is, it's the atmosphere. It's specifically the atmosphere of this song, which is
Interesting.
such a goddamn downer. It's
See,
so
I've never
sad.
felt that. I've
didn't
never
think it's a downer.
perceived
It's
it
like,
as a
to me,
downer.
it's like the sound of depression and disappointment and sadness. This
Really?
song, that's the
Yeah,
vibe
I've
I get
never
off
perceived it that way.
And
That's
I
interesting.
absolutely abhor those things. I don't
Yes,
like sadness.
we
I
know
don't
this.
like sad
We
things.
know that.
So this
To
song
me-
is the anti-Tommy.
To me, it's just anti-Tommy. To me, it's just
Which is, of course, why you like the Carpenters, right?
Yeah.
That's not sadness, though.
That's
different.
like fucking so much sadness.
Hurting
under,
each other
under,
is not
under,
sadness?
That's not sad. Not like this is. Okay, this song is sadness, but like inescapable sadness. Bop.
Bop. Are we about to hear a Tommy's Treatise?
An improvised song?
This is an improvised Tommy's treatise. Okay, so
Because you're digging deep now.
I'm digging deep. All right, so this is going to be kind of hard for me to really sum up, especially since I didn't have the opportunity to prepare for this treatise.
Well,
The two
your
of you.
hatred will carry you through.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will. It'll see me through to the end.
It'll float you
All
right through.
So they make a valid point. So how am I going to sit here and say I love the Carpenters, especially dropping Goodbye to Love in my top 10 list, and say that I hate Horse with No Name because it's sad? Gosh, this is going to be hard for me to justify, and I recognize that now. But I feel like there's two different types of sadness on display here. I feel like, yes, the Carpenters have some incredibly sad singles like Solitaire and stuff like that.
Yesterday Once More.
Yesterday Once
Rainy Days and
More.
Mondays.
Yeah.
Even for all we know, lyrically it's a hopeful song, but there is a sadness that runs right under
Superstar.
throughout that.
It's got
Superstar.
that. Yeah.
Every
Superstar,
sha-la-la-la,
yeah.
every whoa, whoa, whoa.
But there is still, I find it in the Carpenters singles, I find that there is still hope. I find that there's still a light at the end of the tunnel. This is a temporary feeling they're experiencing. With Goodbye to Love, this feeling is fleeting. It's something that maybe we've all felt at some point in our lives. For some reason, not all songs have this, but for some reason, A Horse with No Name has the kind of sadness that seems inescapable to me. It seems like this is your life forever.
Really?
Yes.
I
I
can
wish
see
I
that.
could sum it up
I
better
can see
than I
that.
am, but there's something about that kind of sadness that I can't get with because that's permanent.
Yeah, no, I totally see that. That song does feel like a life sentence. Like you are in it. Well, it's like you're in a fucking desert and you're never going to get out of it.
It does.
I can see that.
Whereas by contrast with the Carpenters, it's like, oh man, I know how you're feeling. We've all been there at one point, but you know what? It's going to get better one day. That's the best way I could sum it up. I wish I could do better.
I know. I'm.
Well, you know, also-
I'm picking up what you're putting down, Tommy. Don't get me
Catch
wrong.
what I'm throwing?
Yes, but my thing is that song to me is just like California laid back hippie dudes jamming kind of thing. I don't get any melancholy or sadness from it. Like, it's a
Well,
weirdo song.
Maybe I don't like laid back California.
I understand. I actually do understand where Tommy's coming from because
I get it.
I now do. I didn't at first, but I do because it's just the way you perceive it.
Yes.
It's just a perception. Because that isn't what they're putting across. That isn't really what it's about.
Well, sure, it's
but
not
that
the
doesn't
intent.
even really matter in the end.
It's how it's
That's
hitting
what
me.
you're perceiving.
Yes. That's how it hits
See,
me.
now I'm going to have to listen to this again and think about this. Thank you.
But I'm not looking to change. If you love Horse with No Name, fuck it. Do you live your life? Sadly,
I will love it in
Sadly.
your name. I love it in Tommy's name for him.
Yeah, I just never, I don't know, it just didn't hit me like that.
Yeah.
As the hip hop kids say, it hits me different.
Well, it comes back down to taste is so subjective.
This is true. And thank you for your TED Talk.
I have merch for sale on the way out.
It's got pamphlets and books.
I'm going to do an edit here. Edit.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing. Sing with me. Perfect harmony, perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. And the real I'd like to teach the world to sing. In perfect harmony, perfectly. And I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. It's the real thing. What the world wants today. It's the real thing. What the world wants today. It's the real thing.
All right, well, we have come to the end of yet another banner year, 1972. Jesus Christ.
Big time.
I'm sorry to see it go once again. Well, thank you everybody for all your comments and all your, your likes and all your subscribes. But if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe. And if you do subscribe, click the bell for notifications, unless you don't want notifications. And if you don't, well... But yeah, go look down in our links, down in the description, because I have links to Crystal's podcast, links to different things that you may want to see.
That you want to know about.
And that was that. And I think our work is done here.
I think our work is done.
We will see you in 1973.
Yeah, see you next week.
Bye.
Let's do a test. We're testing here on the microphone.
Testing 1, 2, 3. All right.
Hey, microphone.
All right.
I like test microphone. You like test microphones?
All right, how many people over here like bubblegum music?
All right, you know it.
Yeah, bubblegum music is good.
That's right. How many people think Indian Giver isn't it all racist?
Well, yummy, yummy, yummy. We're about to play Indian Giver next.
Yummy, yummy, yummy makes me sick to my tummy.
Oh shit, we're live.
We're live.
Oh fuck.
Oh
no.
See that red light? That
Yeah.
means the camera's on.
Oh fuck.
And it is a red light.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, red light.
Green light.
Oh.
Red light, green light. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Well, all right.